Hello guys, welcome back to Barebone Survival, and this is Sons of the Forest Beginner's Guide Surviving Day 1. Sons of the Forest is an open world survival horror game where you're stranded on a remote island filled with dangers. From hostile mutants to harsh environmental conditions, this beginner's guide will cover everything you need to survive, from gathering resources and crafting tools to building a strong base and handling enemy threats. Whether you're new to the game or just looking for great tips, this guide will help you make it through your first day. Now let's get started. Okay guys, it's day 1 and we're waking up on the beach. We have our bag with all our tools and things that we need to get started: the GPS, the axe, the lighter, gun cases. Everything you're gonna need is in that kit. Tip number 1, use Kelvin. Kelvin is your faithful companion, and the way the game makes it seem is he can gather sticks, logs, rocks for you, which is great. It's very good. Kelvin can do all of those things, but a lot of people don't realize Kelvin can do other things, such as he can make a fire for you where you can cook your meat, and he can also create a shelter that you can use to sleep and to save the game. Later in the game, he can reset traps and take care of the camp. There's Kelvin setting down the tarp that you need, and he props a stick open and bam, you have a place to save your game. Tip 2, use caves for safety. Guys, if you need to escape enemies, some of these entrances of these caves are the perfect place to do that. The enemies cannot follow you, and inside, usually the entrances of the caves are clear. Tip number 3, craft a spear. The spear, you can do a lot more things with the spear than you can with the typical beginner's axe. It's a lot stronger for fighting enemies, and you can use it to open up things such as boxes, and it helps you to gather items more quickly. Tip 4, find the life raft located here. The life raft has several items that can help you on day 1. It's also a place where birds like to hang out, and you can kill them and grab their feathers for arrows. But most importantly, you can pick up the pistol. The pistol will get you out of a jam, as you will see here in a few seconds. But first, you climb onto the life raft. As you can see, there's flares there. There's a dead guy there. We'll just leave him alone. But on that magazine, the pistol is sitting there. Pick it up and you're ready to go. But be very careful on this raft, because there's a shark that likes to hang around. Here we are, just got myself into a jam. Bam! He's done, and I'm back on my way. Tip 5, find the cave to the east side of the raft. It's located here on the GPS, and it's usually marked with a blue icon. Inside this cave, you will find a lot of things that will help you on day 1. Tons of great things. You see, you make your way through the cave, you turn your lighter on, and it doesn't take long, you'll see the light. Most importantly, inside this room is a 3D printer, which we'll get to later. But there's also tons of supplies, ink, duct tape, batteries, solar panels, a lot of things that you'll need on day 1 and in the future. So get all that stuff and get ready for the next tip. While you're in this cave, take advantage of tip number 6 and print a flask. That flask would be very useful in carrying clean water for you to drink as you explore around the island. That 3D printer will print you a flask to put into your inventory. And voila. There you go. Next thing you want to do, tip number 7, print the red mask. You can use this mask to get you out of a jam if you run into some cannibals on the island. And I'll show you how. As you approach a cannibal camp, use that mask and walk towards the enemy. As you can see, that enemy does not know what to do. They often seem confused and they will not attack you for a limited amount of time. Tip 8. Find a pot. You can use the pot to purify your water. On the way to the life raft, you see it in the background there, you can find a pot at this little location that has a bunch of supplies, a dead soldier, and the pot is there. Tip 9. Use beds to respawn loot. You can use this bed to save your game, reload your game, and a lot of the loot that you picked up already will respawn. You can use this. It is a little cheap, but it will get you out of a jam. Tip number 10, as always guys, have fun. The forest can be challenging and brutal. As long as you don't take it too seriously, you'll have a great time. Now that wraps up the beginner's guide for Sons of the Forest. Hopefully these tips can help you survive your first day and build a strong start. If you found this helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more survival game guides and tips. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or want to see more content like this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.